over there playing peanuts.
Voting for round 3 of the 2022 Podcast March Madness Tournament ended yesterday in the Joke WRLD community section. Welcome back to Joke WRLD, by the way. My name is Jake, and today's video is the results of the final 4 of our Podcast March Madness Tournament. So we had the Joe Rogan Experience going up against Theo Von in this past weekend on one side, and on the other side we had Tom Segura, Christina P, and Your Mom's House going up against Tom Segura, Bruce Kirschner, and Two Bears, One Cave on the other side. Now before we get into the results, let's first quickly go back through the bracket, figure out what happened, what the matchups were to get to this point, who beat who, and then we'll get into who's going on to the finals. So we started off with 16 shows. In round 1, region 1, Joe Rogan beat Trash Tuesdays, and then he'd go on to beat Uncle Joey's Joint in round 2, and that's how he got to the final 4. Theo's path went against Chris Stefano in round 1, and then against the King, the Sting, and the Wing, so against himself in round 2, and now he's going up against Joe Rogan in the final 4. Your Mom's House started off against the Honeydew, and then beat Tiger Belly in the second round. And Two Bears, One Cave started off against Hey Babe, and then upset the Tim Dillon Show in round 2, and that brings us to now. The final 4, the Joe Rogan Experience versus Theo Von in this past weekend, voted on by you, and then on the other side, the YMH versus YMH show, Tom against Tom, obviously also voted on by you. So without any farther ado, let's get into it. Let's turn my screen back on and show you what you guys voted on, read some comments, show some clips, and get out of here. We'll start in round 1 with the Joe Rogan Experience, #1 overall seed, going up against Theo Von in this past weekend. There were 3,400 people that voted on this, and so far Joe's had no problem with the competition, kind of steamrolling through this bracket, as a lot of people predicted. But with Theo, you've got to think he's got one of the bigger audiences, especially one of the more influential audiences of this channel. So that's why I'm surprised to see it was 79% JRE here. Really not even much of a fight from the Rat King. And this wasn't even that different from Joe's other matchups. You know, I thought this would have been the best chance that Joe had to lose, but let's see. Round 1, he beat Trash Tuesdays 91% to 9%. And then in round 2, it was against Uncle Joey, and it was 80% to 20%. So I guess this was his closest one by 1%. Theo did better than Joey Diaz by 1%, but Joe Rogan Experience proves to be a 10.
Woo! Salute, gentlemen.
Salute. Happy birthday, my brother.
Much. Thank you for
to
being
many
here.
more.
Thank you, young Jamie. Thank you. Thank you all. Woo!
Tremendous.
They're not in the same category, plus a reference question would be useful. If the question was to be, for example, what podcast is funniest, maybe Theo would win. I think they are in the same category a little bit, you know, podcasts hosted by comedians, but I do get what you mean. Here's the reference question for the rest of this tournament. Which podcast do you want to move on to the next round of the tournament? Like, that's just vote for your favorite one. I mean, we might be overthinking it a little bit. I feel like a lot of people are voting on the podcast as a whole when it really should just be how good the podcast has been the last 6 months to a year. Am I wrong, or does this make more sense for March Madness? And I favorited this one because I didn't think of that. I never announced that. I should have thought of that. That is so true. The real March Madness tournament works with the hottest teams who have, you know, the most momentum tend to go farther into the tournament. So this all should have been based on what's producing the best content recently. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that would have played into your voting or not, but that's a really good point by Hunter Godwin. Jerry never belonged in this poll. Joe Rogan isn't even a comedy podcast. A lot of comments kind of reiterating that point, but it's like, we don't want to punish someone for having too big of a platform. 1, 2, Joe's a comedian. 3, he's the reason that Theo even has a podcast, and Theo has said that before, that going on Joe's show was one of the main reasons he wanted to create this past weekend. So it's like, we're not going to take him out because he has the biggest platform and is probably going to win this, you know? You don't take Duke out of the tournament because they have Coach K. So, not that I'm a big Duke or Coach K guy, but I needed a good analogy. I don't know. Maybe we could do one next year without the Joe Rogan Experience, but then it just seems like there's going to be a bunch of comments going, you know, the Joe Rogan Experience would have swept this thing. So it's like, you can't, what do you want from me, man? The Joe Rogan Experience moves on to the finals this past weekend, a Final Four run. That's a hell of a run by them. Still can be your favorite podcast. This tournament doesn't have to change your opinion on anything. But we're moving on to round 2 nonetheless, which is the YMH Super Show. This is interesting to me because Your Mom's House has been along for so much longer, and it's really, if you're a fan of Tom's podcasting, it's where you got to know him. But some of the biggest hits, some of the biggest highlights that go viral are from Two Bears, One Cave. I mean, off the top of your head, you can name the Kool-Aid, the Jennifer Aniston, the Matthew McConaughey thing. So many different moments there where it's just like, this is so funny. So this is more of an interesting question for like the Tom diehard fans, but there were 3,000 votes. It was 62 to 38%, with the winning podcast being Your Mom's House. The mommies pulled through. That's who I was rooting for. Let's go. It's a Your Mom's House show here. Obviously, Joke WRLD getting the shout out from Your Mom's House. Those are my boys.
At Joke WRLD. That's who did it? At Joke WRLD. And the world is WRLD.
As soon as I came across YMH over 4 years ago, instantly became my favorite source of entertainment. Hopefully they'll win the Joke WRLD March Madness tourney. I mean, they do have more consistent jokes than JRE. So this guy's already lining up the next matchup. He saw Theo had to go against Joe, and he saw that YMH had to go against Two Bears, and he's like, I know for a fact that this is going to be the finals. I love both, but Two Bears is more of a dad podcast. YMH will give you some visual reactions sometimes. Been around YMH since the Hey Hitler days, been consistently wild and funny. That's a real OG, and you can tell the YMH people who got there at what point based on what inside jokes that they usually reference, and so Hey Hitler was real OG. I remember listening back in those days.
It was really neat. I walked on stage, one of my shows, and a girl was sitting in the front row, and with a marker, she had written on her forehead, Hey Hitler. So you look at a girl.
With a marker?
Yeah, and I'm like,
oh,
Jesus.
hilarious.
Or lipstick. I don't know. It's just written. I go, Hey Hitler's on your forehead?
Hilarious.
And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, and all these people were like, Hey Hitler, like screaming, Hey Hitler. I was like, guys.
The club, the employees were like, what is going on with Segura?
Well, and the other audience members were like, why is that going on?
The Hey Hitler theme has been one of my favorite because it's probably the most inappropriate thing we've ever done.
By far the most inappropriate.
Yeah, but it's the most fun. And look, if you're on board, you're on board. If you're not, go fuck yourself. You're not a mommy.
YMH fell off, bears all day, now getting my fenced area. So there are some bears out here too. There's also a lot of comments like this. Two Bears, One Cave is burping an insufferable degenerate and Tom laughing at him. Your Mom's House is an overall wholesome husband and wife dynamic. There are a lot of anti-Bert comments in this section. That's just like, I love both, but recently Bert has been getting on my nerves in Two Bears. Or people even saying that he just ruined the whole show. And then pointing to things like, oh, every episode is Tom trying to set up a joke and then Bert being like, I can't stop drinking and I eat too much and I had sex with my wife and I don't know if she liked it. And it's like just trying to get a reaction out of Tom and then get a clip out of that and go viral again. Like, I agree with a lot of what these people are saying. I don't know if he's ruined the show because he also brings a lot of really authentic, funny moments to the show, but I can agree with a little bit of his shtick seems a little played out where it's like, okay, you have a problem with compulsion. Is there any other joke besides that? Because we've kind of, rang that out all it can be. Maybe not. I don't know what I'm saying, dude. I'm a big Bert fan. I'm a big Two Bears fan. Either way, Your Mom's House is going to the finals. Two Bears, One Cave is an amazing show. So is this past weekend. The Final Four in the real March Madness tournament, you get credit for even making it to the Final Four. Like, you're one of the best. People hang banners in their gyms that say, like, Final Four 2022. So these four teams, maybe we'll send a banner to their P.O. box. It says Joke WRLD Final Four 2022. But four amazing, super funny shows that I tune into every week, and I'm excited to see Joe Rogan Experience go up against Your Mom's House in the finals. I'm sure you guys are all excited too. A lot of people were calling this from the start because they're literally the two biggest audiences. So I don't know what we're going to do to maybe fix this next year to make it a little bit more fair, but there's a lot of time in between now and then to think of what that could be. So thank you for watching. Thank you for voting. Thank you for participating, liking, subscribing. Thank you for following the channel. Thank you for being a part of Joke WRLD. And thank you to everyone who's following us on Instagram. Those are the main, YMH has their main mommies. You're touching my camera through the fence if you're following Joke WRLD on Instagram, because we're trying to get this thing up and running. We're featuring a new comedian every day, a 60-second bit of their stand-up that they send in to us, and then we feature it out to everyone to get them shown. It's a really cool thing. It's a cool platform that we're trying to develop and kind of, help comedy progress. So I hope your real brackets are going well too, and I hope that you're having a good time watching real March Madness, and I hope that you own stuff that is ugly and that you want to make look better with worse this is such a bad transition, but get these stickers, dude, from our Instagram and just DM us and we'll send you these stickers. I don't know why you don't get them. Come on, get the stickers, get them. All right, well. What's going on, guys? Jake here from Joke WRLD. Today we're doing a video reading your comments on some of the community polls. Starting off with, you're starting a podcast and can pick any producer. Who you got? Young Jamie from Joe Rogan Experience, Nadav from Your Mom's House, and Two Bears. Red Band, he's on Kill Tony and used to be on JRE. And then you got Lee from The Church of What's Happening Now and other. 12,000 people voted on this. Young Jamie had 57% of the vote. Nadav at 17, Red Band only at 6, and then Lee had 12%, which surprised me a little bit. I thought Lee would come in first or second, actually, but I guess it depends what you're going for. 57% for Jamie seemed like a lot of people wanted the production. By far, probably the best at Googling and actually helping out with the podcast. But if you're looking for someone to catch a buzz with, have a good time, laugh a lot, I would have picked Lee. Let's get into your guys' comments now. Young Jamie with Nadav's laugh and Lee Syatt's level of high. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the all-star team, because if you think about it, Jamie's probably the best producer. Nadav and Jamie would be the ultimate duo. Nadav is the best choice, would be the most fun to work with. See, I don't actually know about that. Nadav does not seem that fun to work with. I mean, he laughs at a lot of stuff and it adds to the clips, but I don't know if Nadav is really that fun to work with. I feel like Tom and Bert are always getting so mad at him, and Christina P seems like the only one that has his side, really, in any situation. Like, Nadav is always, like, actually beefing, especially with Tom, it seems like. And I know that, like, it's funny, like, it might just be a bit, but sometimes they seem like actually pissed. Native, his laughs are the best and his Googling skills are unsurpassed. His Googling skills suck. Like, okay, this is called Nadav is Googling official fan video.
What was that?
That was the intro.
Yes. I loved it.
What's that all about? What are you doing?
Well, we did a couple long ones in a row for you. Christina has been requesting for me on the side to do it a little shorter. One for two for you, one for her. Is that not okay? Oh my God!
I loved it.
Can you say something?
Dude, Tom is pissed.
In the meantime, I'll look up some. You pull it up, will you? Celebrity gossip.
Yeah, go to news right here. Get rid of. We go open a new page. Go to Google News. Get Nightmare out of there. Okay. No. Stop right there. Stop right. Go back. Just get it clear. Get it clear all the way. Yeah. And just click news now. Okay. You're not. It's still Nightmare.
Oh, that's a song.
You had just Googled nightmares, so all your news is about nightmares.
That's true.
Nothing. In Google News.
Well, this is getting heated. I've never heard him like that.
I've never heard him talk back to his boss like that.
I'm not talking back to Tom like that.
You can't handle the truth. That's what she said. Read my lips. No new taxes.
Welcome to your mom's house.
So weird.
With Tom Segura. And
Christina Pajitsin.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, that was terrible.
You didn't like that?
Are you serious?
Read
what was
my
that?
lips.
We talked last week about how you wanted like a little more innovation and stuff. And you wanted to innovate with the intro. I thought that meant you wanted to go in a different direction.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with Your Mom's House. Read my lips. No new taxes. Was that Bush?
It's experimenting, seeing what works.
But it doesn't make sense for the listeners.
Wasn't that Jack Nicholson from A Few Good Men?
I don't know where I got it from.
You can't handle the truth?
Oh yeah, that is where. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, but we don't even play that. That's on a drop on the show, Nadav. Like,
but it's aggressive. We're trying to.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with the show.
Okay.
You can't handle the truth. That's what she said. Read my lips.
You guys don't like the
taxes.
That's what she said.
Welcome to your mom. That's what she said.
That's the best you can do. That's like an office joke. That's what people say around the Xerox machine.
It's sounding
We're better
like
than
this
that.
is a miss.
A miss?
Dude, that's funny. They get so pissed at him.
Good for you. Hey, good for you.
Hey, Spider.
Yeah, I don't know if I want
Good for you,
Nadav.
Spider.
If I want like an
Good to
actually
see you,
good
pal.
podcast.
All right.
I mean, but these are good
Can we type
podcasts.
in
So
something though?
Just
So it is. I do see that it's an all nightmare news.
I hate this
what do
song.
we-
I want to
Yeah,
skip
yeah,
this
yeah,
Nadav's
okay.
Googling song. Yeah, this guy said, I just want Nadav to laugh at my jokes. That's basically the only reason that you would pick Nadav. What did he come in? 17% out of 12,000 votes. So yeah, 17% of the people are taking him for the laugh in the background, but any real production value, I'm going a different direction. Probably with Jamie. I love how Red Band scored lower than Other. That is pretty funny. It's pretty impressive that Red Band has been learning how to produce a podcast for 10 years. That is true too. Like, Red Band did kind of start all this podcasting stuff. He's a legend in the game. You know, he was there for the first Joe Rogan episode. He's doing Kill Tony now. But he's just not, he's not who I'm going to pick. But shout out Red Band. That's sick. Don't want him. Not going to pick him. But shout out Red Band. I'm looking for some more love for Lee. Lee has been trained like no other. Gotta get the Flying Jew, Lee. That's what I'm saying, dude. Lee has so many good moments, but the thing that I'm wondering about with Lee is, can he only really be, you know, controlled by Uncle Joey? Like, if it was me and Lee hanging out, would it be nearly as entertaining? Because I feel like a lot of what makes Lee so funny or seem so fun to be around is that Joey Diaz is constantly messing with him, like dosing him. He's out of his mind, which is hilarious watching him with Joey. But if it was just you and Lee sitting there and he thinks he's in outer space, and I don't know if that would really be the same, because they obviously have a great connection. Let's see this Lee video. Joey Diaz gets upset at Lee for staying inside. Let's see.
I mean, it ain't that fucking hot, but I tell you, yesterday, there were some moments you could not sit outside. Listen, I love being outside. I love the sun. I hate that indoor fucking shit. You're depressed? Get vitamin D. Vitamin D is the best fucking thing in the world for you. A couple minutes in the sun, I know, but Joey, sun, cancer. You know it's cancer sitting inside 4 fucking walls, breathing the same fucking oxygen, okay? That's fucking cancer. You go outside, you sit under a tree, you get close to the fucking roots, it's making chlorophyll, you whatever the fuck. You suck by that tree, you do some Dr. Belises, you get a little vitamin D, things change. I fucking changed whole days with 10, 15 minutes in vitamin D. It's fucking amazing how people are actually scared of a little bit of fucking sunlight. I get up in the morning, first thing I do is walk on the balcony. I want to see what the fuck's cracking. I got to get some air. I want to breathe whatever the fuck's out there. You see what happened the night before. It was windy, something.
Were you ever self-conscious about taking your shirt off? Because I always used to be. And there's a huge difference for me between being outside and being outside with your shirt off.
What do you mean? Who needs to go outside with their shirt on? I'm talking just go outside and get air and get oxygen. Right away, you want to be fucking Tarzan. Nobody was talking about
the beach. I'm not saying like...
Who gives a fuck about the beach? I'm not even talking about the beach.
You're just saying random walk.
Yeah, the beach is a car to the beach. No, that's drama. I'm talking about...
Lee is just always asking the dumbest questions. But they're funny. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would want to have him around and just say... Some of the things that Lee says make no sense. I haven't seen this one before. Joey Diaz epic rant about Lee eating Subway.
Plan for tonight. Where you going to go?
Tonight, I got nothing.
We're going to go and get some cheeseburgers. How many calories you got left tonight?
Like,
you're not going to eat tonight.
Like 1,000.
This don't do nothing to you.
Oh, yes, it does.
Like 1,000 calories.
Well, I only had one.
How do you have 1,000 fucking calories?
At night. I'll tell you why. Because I had to take a sleeping pill at 6 in the morning, so I didn't wake up till noon. So I had one Subway sandwich today, and then I had 2 other podcasts.
That's how he's 1,000. He woke up an hour ago.
Yeah, pretty much. So I still have something left, because every time I get this high, I have to eat.
Why'd you eat a Subway sandwich? You didn't go to Big Mike's? After everything we went through, you didn't go to Jersey Mike's. You're back at that dump.
I had 3 podcasts today. I had to go to the gym.
There's a Jersey Mike's around the corner. What happened?
It was
you
easier.
One out on me again? What's easier?
You got North
to
Hollywood
put shitty
Diner,
food
too.
in you? No, don't go there.
No. Oh,
to put
we
shitty
used to,
food.
We used to go there when we first started working.
Why would you go to Subway? That's it. It's over. No more Subway. You're a Jersey Mike's guy now.
Okay.
That's it.
It was pretty good.
That's it. No more Subway. That's the new rule in the house. No more Subway. I don't want to hear that shit. You're a Jersey Mike guy. Get a regular sandwich, no chips, and get a diet soda, and it'll be fine. I do it all the fucking time. Tuna with a little onion, hold the vinegar and all, with a little mayo, you're fine. They got the turkey, nice turkey, real turkey with provolone cheese. You put some lettuce, you put some mayonnaise, salt and pepper. It's a beautiful fucking sandwich. No more Subway guy. That's it. You're a man. You're a church fucking evaluator. You're the fucking guest host of the church. How are you eating that disgusting shit?
People are.
Dude, okay. Subway is good, first of all. Also, Jersey Mike's is really good. Love J. Mike's. That is funny that he's so adamant about him only eating at Jersey Mike's, though. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Obviously, I wouldn't be bossing Lee around like that. I think maybe the charm of Lee as the producer is this relationship with Joey. But J. Mike's is really good, though. You got to get the 13 everything's way or a hot sandwich. You know what's funny? Subway's probably more healthy than Jersey Mike's, I would bet. But, dude, Jersey Mike's is good. I might have to get that today. Or the Big Kahuna cheesesteak, the Chipotle cheesesteak. But Subway's so consistent. Subway is spicy Italian at Subway. You get some mayo, all the vegetables. But Jersey Mike's, you get it Mike's way with the oil. Both are good. I'm getting a sub today.
We're looking at you
No
for
more
leadership.
no more of that shit. You got Jersey Mike's right around the corner, bro. Right around the corner.
Why do you hate America?
He loves that pepperoni. He goes in there and he gets that pepperoni from in there.
I get pepperoni from the deli counter.
Jimmy John's is also pretty good, and I feel like that's the healthiest just by vibe. I don't know the stats or anything, but Jersey Mike's seems like greasier, but tastier. Jimmy John's is fast though, but it's all cold. I like a hotter sub.
So, what's the name of your Al Qaeda cell?
What? You get pepperoni at the fucking Subway?
Yeah.
With nothing.
Sometimes.
I get mustard.
No, I got
no
mustard.
more.
I put
No more
cheese.
pepperoni. No more Subway. It's over.
Unbelievable.
You are a Jersey Mike guy now. You're from the East fucking Coast guy. You got to start acting like. You got to start eating top-notch food. No more silliness for you.
There's a busload of grandmothers that just perished because
No
of
more.
your insubordination.
No more of this shit. You're an East.
So yeah, dude, I would love to have Lee as my producer. I think right now I'm between Lee and Jamie. And I know that Joey raises his voice at Lee a little bit, but he never seems to actually get mad at him. The production seems great. Young Jamie is really good at his job, obviously, but he never adds anything into the conversation. Unless he's reading an article, he never makes you laugh or is like, oh yeah, that was a good Young Jamie episode. No one's ever said, oh yeah, that was a great Young Jamie episode. He really shined in that one. He's good at what he does, but he doesn't really add anything to it. So that's why I think I'm leaning more towards Lee. You can make a best moments of Lee. Lee cracks me up sometimes. He's actually funny. Jamie is productive and efficient. So right now, I think my power ranking is Lee, Jamie, Nadav, and then Red Band. Juan Fire and Ivan Gets Rid Of from Congratulations Podcast with Chris D'Elia. That is another good producer. They have some funny moments too. Jamie is the GOAT, no question about it. When Google want you to come show their people how to Google things, you a monster. I don't know what that means. Ben Avery getting some love on here. There's a few Ben Avery comments. Yeah, I didn't put him in the poll because I just thought that these four were probably going to get more votes than Ben, but there were a lot of comments for him. I could see Ben from the Tim Dillon Show, the most successful podcast in Austin, yes or yes. What a great job that he has. I would love to have his job. You just sit there and basically get a free improv stand-up session from Tim Dillon every day. That's a pretty sick gig. Homeless Pimp, Lee all day, Ben Avery, Juan Fire and Ivan Gets Rid Of again. I mean, Ben Avery, who's the producer of the biggest podcast in the world by far. That's true. It is the biggest one in Austin and the biggest in the world. Bad Friends producers, George and Fancy B. Whatever. They're okay. They're good. They're okay. Joe Rogan. Don't understand the question. Joe Rogan again, dude. What? That's not the question. But yeah, Joe Rogan can be your producer. I think that he would probably agree to it. You should reach out, probably Instagram DM, and I'm sure he'd get back to you pretty soon if you want to start a podcast and Joe Rogan is your producer. He would probably drop everything to do that. So let's see. Let's find another one. Ben Avery. Wow. Rogan again. There it is. I really underestimated Ben Avery, which I will never do again. How did Nadav get a single vote? LOL. That's what I'm talking about. No Nadav hate, but I mean a little. Juan Fire and Ivan Get Rid Of do have a few votes, and I really liked listening to Chris get mad at those guys. I thought that was pretty funny. I don't know how entertaining they are. I've never heard them speak. Let's watch this clip. Video of Chris D'Elia mad at his producer.
What's up, my babies? It's episode 121 of Congratulations and Welcome. It's brought to you by the Cash App.
Crazy, 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 crazy.
Good to go? Well, what's up, dude? We're chilling. Now, look, we start off, I'm pissed because Juan Fire said I was good to talk and I wasn't good to talk because the theme song wasn't over yet. Did he ruin the beginning of the show? Yes. Is it okay? Yes. Will we get back on track? Yes. Did it fuck with the vibe a little bit? Yeah, but I'm a professional comedian and a professional talker, so will it be okay? Yes, it will be fine. Is he still Juan Fire? Absolutely. But my babies, we're here and we're doing it, and it is episode 121, and it is fucking. You know what? I woke up today and I was like, look, maybe we should push this podcast to Wednesday because I wasn't feeling it. I woke up today and I'm still tired from doing all the early flights, even though I don't need to, because my routing was supposed to be easy enough to where I wasn't doing the flights early because the flights weren't too long, so I didn't have to get up too early, and my agent said it was going to be all good, and it wasn't all good because there were only connecting flights unless I took the early flight, which was a straight shot, so I ended up taking the early flight anyway, and therefore I am fucking absolutely goddamn exhausted. Now, it's okay.
I don't know how much longer
Because I woke up,
this goes on, or
and I
if
went
he's
to
going to yell at
Starbucks.
him again. Does One Fire still work for Chris D'Elia? I'm not even sure. But I do like him. But like I said, I've never even heard him talk. I just think it's funny when Chris gets pissed at him. I guess that's what I think is funny about all these people is when the comedian gets pissed at them. Any of them would be a great choice. I think I'm going to finish my rankings with Lee number 1, Jamie 2. Who did I have 3? Nadav 3, I guess. Okay, official rankings. Here we go. Lee 1, Jamie 2. I'm going to go okay. Lee 1, Jamie 2, Ben Avery 3, Red Bam 4, Juan Fire, Nadav last. Nadav is last. Sorry, Nadav. Just, it didn't work out. You should stay at your job being the producer for 3 of the most successful podcasts in the world. Thank you guys for watching this video. Go check out the community section on our channel, and you can go vote on those polls and leave some comments. We'll do some more videos like this, so if you want your comment to get read on the channel, go check out that community section. Also, if you haven't already, we got a few more free stickers left. Just hit me up on Instagram or email for some free stickers. We're gonna have some Joke WRLD stickers in a few different countries, which is pretty cool too. So no matter where you live, we're gonna look into getting you some of these free stickers, and thanks for watching.
What's the deal with airplane peanuts?
A month ago, I asked you all to name a comedian and tell me what Olympic event they do. Now I'm reading the best comments. Bert Kreischer, Tom Segura, and Joey Diaz bobsledding team. That thing would be flying, dude. That is like, with Bert, Tom, and Joey, that's like over a ton. That's like over 2,000 pounds of human flesh on that bobsled, dude. There is no chance that you're fitting Bert, Tom, and Joey Diaz in one bobsled. You couldn't even fit Bert in one bobsled. Shane Gillis curling. You know what? Actually, Shane Gillis would be on the curling team. Him and like Louis C.K. would be the curlers. And then instead of like whatever ball they use to push down the ice, that thing, the curling disc, that's Bobby Lee. He would be flying down the thing as the disc. And Shane Gillis and Louis C.K. would be the ones sweeping them down.
How about that? That one spot on.
Joey Diaz for karate. Gotta go with Joey Karate.
Hey, fucko, it's Joey Karate today. You understand me?
Joey Diaz in the shot put. Brian Callen water polo. That makes a lot of sense to me. I could also see Brian Callen doing something weird like fencing, or like if chess is an Olympic sport, or like fast walking. What is that? When it's just like a walking race. Power walking. It's not called fast walking. Power walking. Brian Callen, power walking. D'Elia would obviously be men's diving. Anything more than 30 seconds and he wouldn't do it. That's so true. I feel like Chris D'Elia could do speed skating. I feel like he kind of has that like that shape to him where he could do speed skating, like Apollo Ono kind of, or diving, men's diving, anything that you can contort your body in a weird way. Chris D'Elia could also do ski jump, I think.
I'll go skiing to throw my phone off the ski lift. Whoa! Come on!
D'Elia synchronized swimming. Chris D'Elia is definitely doing an individual event, but I could see him doing something like swimming, but he's not going to be in a team sport. No way. Do you like getting stolen from? Do you hate privacy? Have you always secretly wanted a stalker? If you said yes to any of those questions, then you probably don't have a VPN. But for the rest of us, there's Atlas VPN. A virtual private network makes all of your internet traffic travel through one encrypted tunnel. This way it protects you from spying, public Wi-Fi dangers, and hides your IP address, as well as all your online activities. Besides protecting all your personal information and your data, you can do a bunch of other cool stuff with VPNs. Like I put mine in the UK server so I can watch Rick and Morty on Netflix. You can access a bunch of new shows and movies, and you can stream them even faster actually if you do have Atlas VPN. Another cool feature is cheaper YouTube and Netflix subscriptions, as well as being able to find and track cheaper flights on the internet if you're using Atlas VPN. Right now, Atlas is running a huge discount. If you use the Joke WRLD link, you can get a 3-year subscription for just $1.39 a month with a 30-day money-back guarantee. $1.39 a month, that's basically free if you use the link in the bio right now. So stop raw dogging the internet like a psychopath and click the link in the description. You can get Atlas VPN right now for 86% off. Will Sasso curling. Alright, so we have 4 people on the curling team now. Theo Von for finger skating. I don't know if you meant figure skating or if you mean the thing where you use like a little skateboard and use your fingers. I think that he'd be great at finger skating and terrible at figure skating. Andrew Santino looks like he plays cricket on the weekends. I could see Andrew Santino just like taking off a fencing helmet for some reason, or just something really preppy. Gotta be honest, archery seems like the only one you have to give Rogan by default. True. Santino seems like the bad guy in the Olympic skiing movie. Also true. Santino seems like he'd be the like returning gold medalist on the German team or something, and he goes into like the ski cabin and messes with the other team's equipment and is trying to like sabotage them. And the movie's like an underdog story. Santino's the villain, and then we have this guy who it's like his dream to go skiing in the Olympics, and he beats him in the end by like 1 point. That's exactly what it is. That's very specific, but I think that's exactly how it would go. Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura hot dog eating contest championship if it was in the Olympics. I think that Tim Dillon would do the hot dog eating contest. The comedian with the best chance to medal, especially gold medal, would be Tom and Bert in a doubles tennis match, I'm gonna say.
I play tennis like I fuck. Quick and all over the place. Okay. Heads up! You getting it? Huh? Huh? He's got a little bit of this. You getting it? Oh, sorry.
Bert's honestly the best sneaky athlete maybe in this whole competition. Obviously has the Mickey Mantle gene.
That's the Mickey Mantle gene for you.
Okay, hold your applause, please.
Ari Shaffir looking Jewish. P.S. I love Ari Shaffir, so don't come at me. Okay, so that's Ari's Olympic event. Looking Jewish. Chris Stefano would be good at swimming or water polo. He looks very aerodynamic, very Dutch. Shout out to Theo. I think Chris Stefano looks exactly like a gymnast, like a Russian or like a Slavic gymnast. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've seen him in the Olympics before competing as a Russian gymnast. I'm looking up Russian Olympic gymnast men. Yep, there he is. Chris Stefano, right there. That's him. This is Chris Stefano. That's Chris. Tim Dillon gymnastics floor. Andrew Santino is my floor artist, and it's for the sport he make an exception, getting crotch to butt inside a small-ass kayak down the icy pathway to the finish line. Theo Von's a hard one. I feel like he'd do like skeet shooting, or the thing where you ski and then you shoot, something obscure like that. I could also see him dominating women's softball. Theo hitting in the 4 spot, the cleanup spot, and also playing shortstop or third base. Maybe he could do like badminton. I feel like Theo could bat around a shuttlecock pretty well. Seems like something he might have done in his youth. Tom Segura dunk contest. I also have Tom Segura playing basketball. Okay. Joe Rogan will be our entire wrestling and weightlifting team. I think Joe Rogan should be the coach of our team. Do the Olympics have a coach? Is there a head coach for the Olympics? Is that just the president? So Joe Rogan will be the president of our team. Shav and Callan couples figure skating. That's good. Theo on the bobsledding team will be legendary. Bobby Lee. the Special Olympics. The Lee brothers would represent America in ping pong. Bobby and Stevie both have said many times that they're good at ping pong. They've also said that they're good high school wrestlers, so they could either do ping pong or wrestling. But I see them all in the bobsled. I see it going Bobby, Stevie, and then Rudy Jules at the front. They could call it the Bobby sled. The Bobby Lee sled. That's the worst joke ever. Brad Williams, 40-meter hurdles. He would be a hurdle. Tom Segura wrestling. Chris DiStefano basketball. Chris D'Elia pole vaulting. Brian Callen chariot racing. Bobby Lee ping pong. True. Bert Kreischer badminton. Andrew Schultz bowling. Andrew Santino archery. Joe Rogan taekwondo. If you don't know why that's an easy bet, I'll just take your money now. All right, thanks for watching. Make sure you check out the Instagram link in bio to get your free Joke WRLD stickers. I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, let me help you. Ow! There you don't know nothing, do you?
Dude, I remember being in school and it was statistics or something, and it was freshman year in college, and the teacher's like, statistically speaking, there was 1,400 kids in the class. He'd be like, 2 of you guys will die in car accidents. 1 of you guys will be a registered sex offender.
She was right, wasn't she?
No, I remember standing up and going, not it. That's what I said. Right? The teacher said that.
Not it. Yeah. That's good though. Get the fuck out.
Oh, dude.
Not me. Not me. I don't think you would go on Ellen.
I don't know. I just
imagine if she asked you to dance. Would you go out there dancing all the way down the aisle?
No.
Theo Vaughn, and that DJ, and the DJ is like, "What's up, Theo?" And you have to do that thing. You're like, "What up, dog?" Yeah, you got to do that all day.
Hey, Stanley. Hey, diverse person. I can just even imagine.
Yeah.
I don't even need to know who the DJ is. I'm just like, hey, diverse person.
Yeah. He's like, what up, what up?
Yeah. But would you go on there? You would.
On Ellen?
Yeah.
No.
Dude, I used to leave City Grill in Tucson, Arizona. Dude, I'd get in the car, bro. I'd put in Abbey Road. I had a cassette tape, dude.
Yeah.
I had a cassette tape, bro, and I'd put that in. And somebody stole my passenger seat out of my car, dude, and I didn't give a fuck,
Jack the whole
bro.
seat.
Yeah.
You had a race car at that point then.
Yeah, it was just like if you got in the front, you had to sit in the back. You know, it was like that. And I would just put that in, and one song and a cigarette, I could time it where it would last me until exactly I pulled into my mom's driveway.
Damn.
Pretty good.
Didn't that feel good?
God, it felt good, man.
What was your cigarette of choice?
Usually a Winston or a Doral.
A Winston? What are you, my father? That's insane. That's what my dad smoked.
I mean,
Winston's and his brother smoked unfiltered Pall Malls.
Ooh,
that's a veteran of war.
Oh yeah.
Like it's almost like you have to go to Nam to smoke Pall Mall. They check you at the store.
Oh, yeah,
like, you go to Nam? He's like, yeah. He's like, okay, you can have the unfiltered. But my uncle used to smoke non-filtered
They show
Pall
you a picture
Malls.
of like a Vietnamese guy if you cringe a little. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, okay,
Yeah, you're good.
Just yegging. Dude.
What are your last 2 words if you're going to crash? Like it's barreling down towards the ground, and the pilot's like, this is it, we're going to fucking crash. 2 words, that's all you have. What do you say?
Fuck, man.
You'd say you ate a lot of meal out of the fuck. That's good. Fuck, man. That's
what I
really
would do.
good.
But I would
my words would be knew it. Knew it. Knew it. Just to get with just to fuck with everyone's head on the plane. Right? It is, and I would go, knew it! Just to fuck with everyone's. Why do you tell us? I love that idea. No, but you know what I think about all the time?
Huh.
And I was with my fucking wife on this flight, but it was getting so bumpy. There was a really attractive girl sitting across the aisle, and I think I would kiss my wife first, but then I would also go kiss that hot girl because I thought about that. I thought if we die, I'm gonna get one on my wife, and I gotta get one on this strange hot looking woman. That'll be it. I'll never have this again,
dude. I think probably stand up in front of everybody, maybe stand on my seat and just open my ass up to everybody that's back behind me. He's a Jewish Diamond Dallas Page, really.
He's Jewish?
Huh?
Is he Jewish?
Howard Stern?
Oh, God, I'm not listening anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Imagine 25 years of... Oh, no! No!
His dad wore brown onesies all the time. And those Dickies onesies, full body.
I remember them, yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Where are they now? Why can't we have those now?
I mean, now,
it's
dude,
so comfortable, man.
Now it's considered cultural appropriation. You wear a brown onesie, dog.
You're done,
going
bro.
to fucking
You're going
jail.
to prison. You're going to prison, not
Yeah,
jail. Lock you up for life. You're doing hard
you're
time.
doing time. Dude, the cops will beat you just for fucking putting one on.
I don't like chatty people.
Yeah.
I don't like to sit when someone wants to engage with me, like airplanes or anywhere where you're stuck with somebody.
Yeah.
I don't want to chat.
Dude.
I don't want to chat with you, man. I'm not a chatty guy.
One lady, I remember one time I had pretty bad body gas on a flight, right?
Were you letting it out slow?
Bro, there was nothing I could do. It was almost like something had just, I don't know, like a ghost was in me and didn't want to come out all at once. And there was a lady next to me, and I kept blaming it on a baby, you know, because I had a baby nearby.
Fucking baby.
Oh,
farting
man,
up
who is
shit in
this guy?
Yeah,
and it's a girl, too. First, I thought it was a boy, then it was a girl baby. Then I felt so bad, you know. There is something fucked up about blaming that on a girl baby.
Yeah, it's kind of, that's mean.
But then at one point, the lady was really buying into that it was this baby creating this scent,
So
you know?
she kept looking at the baby.
Yeah, and the lady was getting so pissed. The lady next to me getting so pissed at this fucking baby. And then one time, bro, there was one, she goes, ooh, that one was warm. That's what she said. And I was like, God, I got to get some help for myself.
Sometimes when I have to fart on airplanes, I'll get up and on the way to the bathroom, I'll fart through the aisle.
Oh, my
That's one of my favorite things to do. I don't like any of those people on the plane anyway. I don't like any of those humans. I feel like every time you get on any airplane, they call
that going to Jersey if you fart down the middle of the aisle. They call that going to Jersey.
That's the turnpike. I take the turnpike all the way to the bathroom. I like to fart, go to the bathroom, wash my hands, and then wait about a minute. And then when I come out, you know, people in the aisles are doing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I walk by and I go, ugh. And they then they think I think it's them. And they go like this. Ugh, fucking pig.
I still don't understand why some of the podcast people do not make a wrestling script. This is
I know
wrestlers.
we've talked about this. I don't have any wrestling in my blood though.
Who cares?
Yeah, but
dude?
I don't even enjoy it. It's not for me.
Then you can still do it. Have you seen wrestling, dude?
I know, but there's something about wrestling characters. I don't like type.
You ever been angry at a costume party?
Yeah.
That's wrestling, bro.
I know. I mean, I have. I got into a fight with a guy at a costume party one time.
That's wrestling, dude. It's just the Halloween.
Yeah, but we really fought.
Yeah, bro. Oh, that's a good
We
point.
really fought.
Then that's not
Yeah,
wrestling,
we really got into
man.
a fist fight. With the mask thing, it's kind of like, well, I think I have the one that works, but I don't know.
Yeah, some people have on the carpentry one. People have the asbestos one.
The real doctor one, the N95, that's like the real thing. But then
You got people getting pulled into surgery that work at a SPC that work
Just
at
walking past
that work
Cedars.
at a humane society.
Sir, we need you now. No, I'm going to work. I'm going to known as empanadas.
Yeah, I'm here for drywall. Next thing you know, that guy's in there spackling somebody's kidneys shut. Yeah. You look so religious. Do people tell you that a lot?
I look. You know
look
what?
Very Catholic.
Helpful, people would say. So Catholic, like church people, look like you could ask them for favors or ask them for directions.
And you have that youth pastor beard going too.
People always can come. Yeah, people come up to me and they go, "Tell me what the day is going to bring."
Yeah.
I can't tell you, bro. I don't know. More people ask me for directions than you can ever imagine.
Really?
And I always lie.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever given a real direction in my life. I think when people say, "Hey, how do you get to Hollywood and Highland?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Go down La Brea as far as you can go."
Dude,
I lie every time people ask me for directions.
One thing I realized,
I've never given a real direction. I think that's my favorite thing to do in LA.
For now, we'll keep doing King of the Sing'em. It's just when I come back, we'll record 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
He's a snake charmer now. That guy.
I mean,
is he sponsored by bicycles? It's like I can't not see a bike post. And Segura's now into bikes. Now it's like a crossover thing. You don't bike, do you?
Well, it's just one thing to the next. Oh, I'm gonna sell you coffee. I'm gonna sell you neckwear.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna sell you.
He's like a traveling salesman.
Yeah, CBD oil, dude. I remember when Brendan told me that him and his buddies found a CBD mine somewhere, and I was like, "What?
Underground CBD oil, bro? It's plentiful. It's just pouring out. Estonia."
I was like, "Look, bro, that's not the angle you want to take if you're gonna try to sell this thing, okay?"
He's unbelievable, though. He could sell ice to Eskimos. He's so good at finding stuff. You know how many people buy thick boy gear? It's insane.
Yeah, everything.
It's so many. My dad has a thick boy shirt. My dad's like, we're starting to bike. We just want to get out and just we want to be thick boys. Trying to find snakes in Chicago. You always do this to Jeff. You do this to me too.
Yeah.
He almost says the same thing to me every time I come on. You say that's somebody's stepson.
Yeah.
Which is so funny. You know why? Because that's true. I am a redheaded stepchild. Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got
man.
a stepdad.
You just have that You have that stepson anger in you.
Well,
Stepsons are always
it's a
fucking
redhead.
violent.
It's a redhead
That's
thing.
true. And all redheads are stepsons.
All redheads are stepkids.
Wow.
Have to be. Because the original father was never going to stick around.
Yeah.
Once they see the red hair, the original father's like, mine got into drugs and left.
They're like, what is this? Is something out of the garden? I'm out of here.
Put it back. The guy around the corner, the liquor store guy, I forgot it one time, and he was like, "It's okay, I don't care. Come in, doesn't matter."
Yeah.
And I did one of these things.
He's back there making a bomb.
He
He's
didn't
like,
give a
we
shit.
got,
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not.
He's like, I'm about to
Nobody's-
blow up this whole block in 45
It's
minutes.
fine.
Don't worry about it. He didn't give a shit. It's really hard to think nothing exists. It's really strange.
Yeah.
Once you've touched enough, it'd be strange to go to that many places and eat different people's foods and listen to their language, their culture, their problems, their happiness, their sadness, and then still go, no, this is all an accident.
Yeah.
It seems strange. You have every right to feel that way if that's how you fucking feel. I think it just seems a little lost. Now, if you grew up in this very tiny little bubble and you never left your bubble and that's all you knew and saw, yeah, maybe it's more feasible to me. But when we travel for a living, even traveling here just in the U.S.,
Yeah.
you go enough places, you go, wow, it's a different world just a state away. People feel and think and view differently in just one little state away. Just go to fucking Arizona, different state. Nevada, different state. Colorado, very different. I mean, that to me you start to see different lines of people's lives. And to me, it makes me go, well, something's got to be. I don't know what it is. I'm not smart enough, but I know it's a thing.
No. And we may know one day, or Joe Rogan might tell us.
Rogan does know.
But
and it's annoying. He keeps it in that fucking pod thing he sleeps in, that water thing. That's where he gets the drippings of knowledge come from there, too.
Oh, dude, I saw him one time eating facts out of a glowing bag one time.
Really?
Yeah, totally.
Because I've heard this and I've never seen it before.
Totally, man. It's in his glove
He's
box.
endless. You know, he says he loves to play pool. It's not. The crack of the balls gives him the secrets.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I've heard it a few times. And I was
like,
what is
Zeus
that?
with the planets.
That's exactly right. When
Yeah.
they smash, then he gets all this knowledge. It's really insane.
I'm like,
dude.
do I use this one to break? He's like, no, that's Neptune. That goes back in the formation.
They put out so many false statistics to us when we were kids, I feel like, because we're in this similar age range.
They say you look blind if you jerk off into the moon, you go blind.
Crush your eyes too long, you go blind. I remember the worst one was, this is something I've talked about before. Everybody, this was in school, in sex ed class, everybody is going to get herpes. I remember them saying that. They were like 1 out of 4, 1 out of 4.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I know 4 people, and I don't think they have herpes. I don't know why they think everyone is going to. They used to tell you were going to get HIV.
Yep. Everybody had HIV.
You were going to get
Remember that?
AIDS. Yeah, you were going to get AIDS.
Dude, they tried to stop football at our school because of HIV. They said some kid have it.
In case of blood.
Yeah.
That is crazy shit. You would have to. I had a conversation about this too. Someone was like, well, it's easier to get than you think. I was like, no, bro. It's harder to get than you fucking think.
Dude, you have to beat yourself up and then fuck somebody when you've definitely just gotten out of a fire almost.
Right. And then you might not get AIDS.
Yeah.
Here's the best way that I look at it. Magic Johnson's wife doesn't have AIDS.
Yeah.
How?
And he's the all-time leader in assists.
You think he didn't get...
You think he didn't try to fucking push it over to her on the way to the hole?
I don't get that
Come
shit.
on.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Yeah. If it's about Brendan,
it's not.
Okay. I don't know. That's the answer. People are always like, dude, Brendan. I'm
No. I don't want to know about Brendan.
I don't know.
You know I don't want to know about
You know?
Brendan. What am I going to ask you? What his shoe size is? I know. What do I need to know about the guy?
No, I don't know.
Eric Griffin, I was talking the other day. He's like, I'm not going to do shit that I don't want to do. I'm not going to be nice to people that aren't nice to me. I'm not going to do things that don't make me feel right, good, and healthy and happy.
Yeah.
Because he said I was doing things for other people that didn't respect me and didn't like me, didn't appreciate me. And he said, I'm no longer going to do that.
He's a beautiful man, bro.
Yeah.
For his size and his height.
Yeah.
And his body style, man, he has a very rare body style.
It is.
He looks like he could play power forward underwater. That's what he has, that style kind of. You know what I'm saying, though?
Is Brendan's son.
Who had the idea in Dave for you guys to have a bath scene and you wash his back?
There's a scene in the Dave show where I get in a tub with him and we're naked and I wash his back.
Were y'all really naked in the shoot?
Yeah, and you know what? That wasn't supposed to be on camera. that was a moment of Dave and I kind of having a bonding, and they put it on the show, and I don't know if I appreciated that. I think they kind of went above and beyond artistic integrity there, because we said we're kind of working the characters, we're trying to figure out what we need from each other in the scene. So it was a long day. It was the end of the day. I said, I'm going to take a bath in this house that we were shooting in. He said, I'd love to take a bath as well. There was only one bath. I said, we'll share a bath, but I want a closed set. And they put cameras in there.
Damn.
It's a little disturbing, but that's what the business does.
Yeah.
They're invasive.
Nothing like putting two men together and getting them naked.
Yeah.
In this town.
In this town, that's really what happens.
Yeah.
You know, and they filmed it, and it was my choice, and I don't enjoy that they filmed it and put it out there.
Dude, I'll tell you a story that happened to me. I just remember this. When I first got into town, some man set me up with a guy who was an agent, right? Some agent guy.
I know what this is.
He's like, I'll take you to this party or something. So he takes me to a party. Cuba Gooding Jr. is there, so I'm all excited.
He's always there.
Yeah. Then the guy's going to give me a ride, drop me back off at my place. I didn't even have a car yet, right? And I remember the guy saying, if you grab my dick while I drive, my car will go faster.
And did it?
I didn't touch him.
Oh.
But I remember just...
You didn't want to see if it could go fast?
But we'd been doing a little bit of coke, you know, and I remember thinking... First, I was like, that's insane. I don't, that sounds, it sounds fake.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a correlation between his penis and the...
I didn't even realize that the guy was trying to be perverted or homoerotic or anything. I didn't realize any of that. I just thought, oh, this guy...
He has a big car. He's a gearhead.
This guy's a real gearhead, yeah. Yeah. But dude, he said it twice, and then I remember just having to stand up for myself,
Yeah, at some point.
Saying, I love women, dude. I still had a picture of my girlfriend in my wallet.
Showed him.
Look at Shannon.
But he didn't want to see Shannon.
Huh? He didn't, It killed him, bro.
Yeah. He's like, you sure that's not Sean?
Yeah.
That's not a Sean?
But I forgot about that, man. It's that kind of town where they want you to be in a bathtub with a man.
You got brand new shoes on, by the way? You got some clean Adidas.
Yeah, these are in honor of my buddy Billy Conforto, who's a friend of mine that passed away.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah, his birthday just passed. And so every year I'll get myself a pair of these around his birthday and wear them for, a couple months, kind of.
How'd he die?
He drove into an embankment, kind of like a cement structure,
Good God. Was he drunk?
Was high.
He was high?
Well, he was semi-high. He was on, let me see, he was on pills. I think he was on uppers and downers.
Somewhere in between.
Yeah. And he had a long run, man. He'd been running from all of it forever, dude. He was the first person that taught me how to throw a Frisbee. He was there when Princess Diana died. He told me who Princess Diana was. And he was probably one of the top, I don't want to say, he was one of the top probably homosexual prize fighters, boxers in America. When do you think you die, man?
When do I think I die?
Yeah. Honestly.
I think I live longer than I'm supposed to.
Wow, I just had a vision you don't. And I'm not even joking, bro. I don't mean that in a bad way. I love you and everything, but I just...
When am I going to go?
37?
Bro, that's in like a year and a half.
Sorry, man. Yeah. That's crazy. I was in a threesome one time in Indiana.
Really?
Yeah.
How was that?
It wasn't that great. One girl, pretty cool. Her friend, not cool. Not very attractive. Not that matters, but it also matters. And she kind of looked like, remember back in vaudeville, the vaudeville weightlifters, like those people that wear the one strap and the thing and it said 1,000 kilograms on it, She looked like that old school bodybuilder, Well, she was on the side of the bed doing fucking I don't know what she was doing, burpees or something, while me and the one girl were having sex. And they didn't even really know each other that good.
Yeah.
So they were also trying to get to know each other. It was fucking awkward. It was horrible.
My friend had a scale, and one of those old school scales where you can measure somebody's height.
Mm-hmm.
He brought a girl home. He's a big guy, played football, and she was thick.
Oh, yeah.
Thick. And I respect a man who's not afraid if someone was thick. He put her on that scale, and he called me up next day, and he said, she came in at 5'3", 184. and she looked up at me, and I looked at her, and I said, those numbers are not good. You know, I was talking to Malik, who grew up boxing on a
Larry
high level.
Malik?
No, Malik B.
Oh.
And-
Yeah. Sorry.
And Larry Malik.
He keeps changing his name, dude. It's Malik.
Malik.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the weirdest thing. Sometimes you meet a black guy who doesn't know how to pronounce his
Or
name.
it's Malik.
It's like, yeah,
Malik.
dude.
Could be
It's
Malik.
like, it's
Malik.
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 Yeah.
I call him Malik. I don't know. I like the soft A.
Look. Honestly, seasonally, I will change up how I do the vowels in his name. I will also call him Malak.
Malak is good.
You know,
Malak.
if it's an Egyptian holiday, I'll fucking go full Malak on him.
Malik.
Somebody said that you had 4 shoulder blades. Is that true?
No, it's not true. It just looks that way because I got muscle on
Oh,
top of muscle. I'm the first comedian to develop muscle on top of muscle. You understand? That's why the doctor goes, I got nothing to say.
Oh, yeah.
And he wrote on my chart, immortal. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that's good, but he looked at my blood panel and goes, well, guess you're never going to die.
Oh, you're that hemoglobin bad boy,
That's
dude.
what it is,
I like
brother.
that.
That's what it is. That's why you could sell my plasma on the black market for as much as rhino horn goes for. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ, man.
Fuck,
and people
bro.
are getting into that.
Hell yeah, I could cut a diamond with my dick right now.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I
and we
work
can
hard.
do that.
Yeah, I stretch up and I stretch hard.
That's crazy.
Yeah, now come over and sit on my lap.
No way.
All right, whatever.
This guy's that
fucking baby.
This guy fucking obviously
I hope
is
this is
a
being
manager
recorded,
at a Chuck E. Cheese.
motherfuckers. I do think intermittent fasting is a really good idea.
Wow.
And I think eating simply and not overloading your body. You can feel it.
Dude, I haven't done intermittent fasting, but I've had mittens on before, and it's so hard to fucking eat with mittens on.
And that's the same goddamn thing.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to butter your toast with mittens?
Oh,
You
dude,
know what
it's
I'm saying?
almost impossible.
It's impossible. And then you're spitting out whoop.
yeah.
Damn it. The thing is, Delaware could be just taken over by Maryland and you would never notice.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I think Delaware's more of a province of Maryland.
Yeah, they call it the honky Puerto Rico, dude.
Yeah.
Delaware's barely silverware. Delaware. It's not even really named after much. I feel like we got somebody live on the scene here.
This.
Maryland would easily win the state award, bro. We got Michael Phelps, most athletic guy in the world. We
No,
got
he's not.
Ray Lewis. He murdered someone once and got away with it, bro. He'll do it again.
Yep.
We also have the White House is in Maryland.
No,
Trump will nuke every single state that tries to fuck with us. We literally cannot lose, period.
Hey, you fucking dummy.
Hey,
Michael
that guy
Phelps
seems
is not the
smart.
most athletic person in the world, and fucking, how dare you say the White House is in Maryland, you non-American? Get that ISIS plant off that screen. Don't ever bring that guy up again.
Well,
Let's
this is
see
his
what
buddy
guy-
here. This is his
He's fucking.
stepfather.
Don't ever send it. How the fuck do you do a video lying there like looking all cuddly and cozy?
Bro, this is you when you were young. We got this out of a time capsule you
son
did in
of a
high
bitch.
school.
You son of a bitch.
Let's listen to this
All right,
guy.
go ahead.
Delaware. I feel like Delaware would just kind of hide in the corner somewhere, like under a table, and then when the coast is clear, they pop out and be like, "Who won, bitch?"
He makes a point.
Is that
but
guy
why
from
is his right hand-
Auschwitz? Where's that guy fucking
Yeah.
sending that
Why is his
video?
right hand all curled up on his chest like a little
That's
cutie
polio.
pie? Man.
If they got polio in Delaware,
Nah,
dude.
He's holding a hanky or his little silk, that little piece of silk cloth his mom gave him.
Bro, the guy was only this big.
He's about that big.
Yeah.
I was doing these. I never liked lifting weights. I just like whatever. But I'm there and I'm doing
Well,
everything
those
wrong.
are unique too. Those are those kind of like I'm a kangaroo. Look at me. You know,
yeah,
those are
it's
those
for your
weird.
triceps. I never could do. I hated working out where I was just doing curls. I was like, I can't do it. I want to do something with like where I feel like I'm becoming more athletic, not looking like a bodybuilder.
Right.
So I'm doing this stupid bodybuilding thing, and a guy gets behind me.
Oh.
He gets behind me and goes, doing it wrong.
A white guy.
Yep.
Ugh.
He goes, you're doing it wrong. What's up? And he goes, get your butt in there. And he kicks my knees and he grabs my elbows. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on here, man.
So we just went with it.
We dated for like 3 years. And I know. And then I was like, I'm straight. And I ran out. I was like, I can't do this anymore. But you get confused. You know what I mean?
No, I
so
know
what
I
I'm
know,
saying,
yeah.
the answer to that question is sometimes you can get like, what the fuck? And you're living with each other. You have 2 small dogs. You have a vegetable garden. And you're like, I'm not gay. But it can take a while. It can take a while because it's comfortable. It can get comfortable when you're shacked up with a
They
man.
lull you in with the wind chime. You go to their house and there's wind chimes.
yeah.
And some of the wind chimes, it's other young men screaming for help when the wind hits the pipe. Help me. We need to get out of here.
I've been attracted to. There's a guy yesterday.
There's no way out of here. It's crazy, bro. I'm like, where do you get that wind chime, dude? And why does each chime have a person's name written on it?
Do you have somebody somewhere in this house? Is there somebody under the floorboards? How do you
Yeah.
I went to summer camp up in Lake Winnipesaukee.
Oh, it sounds like
that lake
troubled
was
childhood.
so clean you could drink out of it. Again,
Jesus.
another progressive state.
Yeah.
Another state that's so clean it's ridiculous.
With
'cause
your
nobody
clean
lives
ass
there.
lakes. I grew up next to that tuberculosis sipper, the Chafuncta River, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
By the way, the
son.
people agree. 64%. Oh yeah, when you grew up, you jump in that water, you can catch chlamydia.
Oh, dude, my buddy jumped in, bro. He got out. He was 4 years older.
I believe it, dude. That's
4
toxic
years
shit.
fucking older,
You got
dude.
an STD and you got eye infections for the rest of your life.
Oh yeah.
How's your eye? Better, right?
It's okay, dude.
Yeah.
But can you get pink eye from your own butt or not?
Probably.
I got to look that up. We'll look it up after this.
You can't
So
be
maybe-
digging around in your butt and then
I
scratching
wasn't.
your eye.
I wasn't.
No. There's a documentary on Netflix called Crack.
Mm-hmm.
And remember Crack Babies? The idea of a crack baby? Okay.
I know a guy.
That was
Boo Boo
all
Tyson.
bullshit. That was all bullshit. There were no crack babies. Crack babies weren't born that way. Most of the time, it was a woman who was drinking marijuana. But it wasn't that crack itself was creating a whole generation of kids who are addicted to cocaine. That's not.
Oh
it
yeah,
was
I never
all
heard that. I just
super-
heard like if they had a real skinny baby and he had jewelry on.
But yeah,
I went to school in Charleston, South Carolina for a semester, and I hitchhiked up there actually from a boating regatta down in Biloxi, Mississippi, and slept on a man's couch for a while. I almost got arrested petting a cat on some lady's porch that I
Is
didn't
that
know.
right?
Yeah. And don't do that, dude. That's when you're at that fucking moment where you're like, who am I? You
Yep.
know? You're standing
Yep.
outside of a sleeping woman's window petting a cat, dude.
That's a problem.
That's when thankfully I put the cat down, I fucking left.
She thought you were a peeping Tom.
Oh, well, after that, there's not much left to do except crime.
That's true, man. That's true.
I didn't know the cat.
Now you shouldn't have had your pants down around your
No,
ankles.
no, I
That was
didn't,
where-
bro.
That's where she probably felt a little weird.
Now, I wore 2 belts when I went over there just so I'd have to think twice before I did anything.
I understand.
Real quick, if you love comedy and want to support the art form, we're featuring a new up-and-coming comedian on our Instagram every day. Go check it out, link in bio. Follow us on there. We'll send you some free stickers. Bye.
So you got a shitload of Samoans and Tongans, maybe the toughest people ever.
The dark parts, baby.
Enjoy that shit. Enjoy fighting those guys.
Oh, God.
Enjoy fighting an army of men and women, because Tongan women are stronger than the average white European man. Yeah, that's a fact. They'll beat the fuck out of you.
Dude, I saw a Tongan guy get hit by a spear, bro, and he giggled a little. Said it tickled.
Tongans are not to be fucked with. They walk around. All of them are way over 220 pounds.
They can sleep standing up.
They're just crazy thick.
That's insane. Bro, sometimes at the airport, if their flight gets delayed, you'll see 60 or 70 of them sleeping in a group.
Just standing?
Yeah. It's absolutely crazy.
That's
I mean, you got to be
impressive.
quiet when you go by them.
Obviously. How many years did you put in, including your childhood that made you the comic that you are? So
Yeah, if you include childhood, dude, a decent amount of years, dude. The bed wet until 30. Bro, if you include the fucking night shift of changing my own sheets,
That's why you wear those diapers. That's not sexy, bro. That's
bro,
not
I
sexy.
remember at one point I would take a fucking towel or sheet or something and wrap it around, make this big diaper, and stuff as many t-shirts as I had in there. So when I pissed again, it would just absorb it, and I could still just stay asleep.
How long did you wet the bed for?
Oh, easily, no joke, 30 years old.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, man, I was just a traumatic sleeper.
Yeah, bro.
I was just fighting fucking dragons.
Yeah, man.
People are like, you're gonna piss? Like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking piss now, dude. I'm fucking battling a fucking orca with long arms, bitch.
Comics are so special and unique. It's so interesting. Like comics, like what
It was the dark
dysfunction
arts,
you need?
dude. I remember I used to wake up in the middle of the night because I remember hearing that animals could get you at night. Animals could get other animals if they hadn't urinated in an area, and I would piss around my bed in a circle from my bed to keep the fucking animals away.
Goddamn right, and it works, man.
Yeah, and there's nobody checking in with me to make sure everything's okay.
That's the golden ring,
Nobody
bro.
coming in my room and noticing that there's just soggy spots in the fucking floorboards.
It's the golden ring.
Yeah,
It's the golden ring. Keep snakes away.
Yeah, dude.
Roaches, black
Kept it
widows.
all away, bro.
Yeah, man.
God, yeah, what a fucking battle.
And vampires. I think piss keeps vampires away. If you're a righteous man, you piss righteous. Even vampires go, this piss smells good. Now, there are more alligators in Mississippi, but that just means more of your guys are getting
Going down. Yeah, you're trying to sneak around, bam,
Yeah.
snacked on.
Plus, you got malaria when the whole grid breaks down.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there's more water in Mississippi, so everybody's got malaria.
You got Malaria Jackson over there, too, dude. And I think I went to middle school with her.
There you go. Yeah.
He's going to be here today.
Is he? D'Elia is? Yeah. He looks up to me. There would be no Chris D'Elia without me. He used to open for me, and that's a fact.
And that is a fact, dude. And some people have said that. Now, there's a lot of stuff out there, you know, that, you know, different comedians got their vibes from different people.
Yeah.
You know, Dice says that Sebastian took his style.
D'Elia took, I gave him his essence.
And well, the bravado I can see from the neck up. It's you.
Everything about me. I was his biggest influence. And again, Dent and all that stuff. Go back. Just go back.
In the dental.
All I ask is go back to my early stuff.
Yeah.
10-minute podcast. Before that, all right, Fighting a Kid. All the way back. Go all the way back, please.
But this has happened before to you.
D'Elia he's my pup.
Yeah.
I let him out of the nest, and I'm glad he's flying. I could shoot him down anytime I want.
Yeah.
But just understand, I'm his biggest influence. At the end of the day, I'm his fucking dad.
Yeah.
I'm his daddy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah,
You understand me?
Oh, I see it. When I think of him, I think of him like soaring in the sky, right?
Yeah.
But then I think of a man. If you look in the distance of that vision,
Yeah.
there's a man on a mountaintop, and he has that thing on his arm with a piece of fucking meat in the thing.
See, and you understand that. And what you also don't see is a very thin piece of fishing wire that's attached to his ankle.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So anytime I want to yank him out in the sky, when he's soaring, it's not a problem for me.
When he's out there with his fucking guy, that little Lenoci, that guy, that fucking bootleg Italian.
Lenoci.
He's not even Italian.
He's not Italian. He's a fraud.
Oh, dude, it's so.
And that guy's fucking, I don't know.
He was adopted,
Albanian
bro,
or something.
and then returned.
He was adopted
And returned.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm not saying anything, but a lot of people were just adopted.
He was adopted and returned.
Yeah, bro.
So they got a bum kid.
I mean, I'm not saying anything.
All right, well, you kind of are. But I went to French schools in Lebanon when I was a kid. And
war-torn Lebanon, huh?
That's right. I was in the war there for about 7 months. We were evacuated to Greece.
Ugh.
And then I've
And
already
Greece
done
fucking
2
fell
episodes.
apart. Everywhere you go kind of fucking falls apart.
It falls apart, dude. Yeah.
Not to say that with you right here, but
no, but I was doing
that's
some
crazy.
CIA work. I was
Were
I was
you?
organizing coups.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Brendan still coos sometimes. That guy is fucking the worst vocabulary I've ever heard. He's the only one who him and Boston will talk, but Boston will lead the conversation. It's unbelievable.
Boston. I haven't met Boston.
You
yet.
haven't?
No.
Oh, fine as fuck, bro.
Hey, take it easy. Just
No.
say cute. Don't say
No,
fine,
no.
bro. You're talking about a baby.
Bro, but this baby is about that life, son.
No, I don't.
Oh, this baby's
I don't
been
feel
at
comfortable with this.
This baby's been at pool parties, dude. I'm telling you.
No, the baby's big though. The
Oh,
baby's got a
no.
head on him.
The baby's got a frickin'
He's gonna be as big as daddy.
Oh, that baby is fine, dude.
Hey! No, that baby's cute.
It's cute, yeah, baby is cute.
I don't like the way you're dragging out your words, bro.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
Don't
sorry.
say cute with like 4 U's in it. You can't do
Right,
that, bro. And you're wiping your mouth right
Yeah,
now,
my
bro.
lips is getting-
I'm not comfortable. Damn, dude.
They call me the flying ass.
Yep.
Yeah,
I remember. I got
That
the-
fucking
I got the
cheek
video.
meat hit in the air.
Cheek meat.
God, boy, pink eye was my fucking defense.
Yep.
That's what I would give people.
Watch his ass. He doesn't wipe. Fuck. There go my eyes.
What's the deal with airplane peanuts?
Big news out of the comedy world yesterday is Chris D'Elia will be joining The King and the Sting as the third co-host alongside friends Theo Von and Brendan Schaub. They're rebranding the podcast to The King, The Sting, and The Wing. The Wing being Chris D'Elia. That's kind of playing off of his old popular joke that was like he looks like a tired bald eagle, which is extremely true. And he has that eagle tattoo like on his wrist, and he's just, they needed to... The word wing rhymes with Sting, and it also rhymes with King. So like total no-brainer there. They came out on Instagram, kind of blasted the news yesterday. They all posted the same thing. And I don't know why, but it just made me laugh the way that they did it. It was like a picture of all three of them, like posing, like, flexed up, and then it was like you scroll through, it was like 5 posts on Instagram, then there was one of each of them individually with like their little logo next to them, like a lightning bolt and a crown, and then the new wing thing that looks just like the Buffalo Wild Wings logo wing, and black and yellow, and then it was like another picture of all 3 of them with the, I hate when that thing goes out, but I'm just going to continue talking, and then I'm going to put that back on, and then I'm going to act. I even wrote a note, check background, to make sure that's on, but I'm in the middle of something, so I can't just whatever. And then there was a picture of all 3 of them with Little John's "Let's Go" playing, you know, "Let's Go," that song. And it's just like zooming in and out. It's just like this intense. It really reminded me the way that they set this all up, and they're all 3 standing there just like with their arms crossed. It looked like an NBA team that just got a new big 3, and they're like promoting that on their Instagram. Instead of 3 comedians are just going to talk to each other more often and post it on Patreon. Like it literally looked like when LeBron went to Miami and they were promising not 1 ring, not 2 rings, but instead of championships, it's just like content on YouTube. But I don't know. That just made me laugh a little bit. I'm gonna fix that background, so it's probably gonna cut out after this clip.
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7.
But yeah, the show seems like it's going to be awesome. King, Sting, and Wing, 4 times a month, every other week, going from YouTube and Patreon. They even teased a tour, which would be awesome. I guess Theo keeps talking about touring in Australia, but they teased a tour, the murder tour, because they would just murder and, you know, stack up their money in a pyramid like they've often mentioned. And a lot of you, speaking of the money thing, are like, I'm not paying for stuff on Patreon when it's always been free. I found these guys when it was free, you know, yada, yada, yada. There's so much other free content out there, and I totally get that. Paying for a podcast on a Patreon can seem a little backwards because podcasts, they always were free, but I don't know if it's really like a Patreon thing where they're trying to make money. I mean, obviously everything's about money, but they also have mentioned every time they talk about the Patreon episodes that they're tired of advertisers and that they're tired of dealing with these, you know, ad reads, or like they like, oh, this is brought to you by DraftKings, whatever. It seems like, reading between the lines, how they're talking about it and the tone of what they're talking about, I'd recommend going back and watching the last 3 King and the Sting episodes with Chris, that they're doing the Patreon thing to get away from advertisers and to get back to like more edgy or off the cuff or raw, unfiltered comedy. And I am all about that. So I'm going to check out the Patreon personally for at least a month or 2. See if there is a difference in content. It's not like that they're that filtered on YouTube even. I mean, the show is legitimately very, very funny. But I think that it sounds like the Patreon might be the place to be, not in like a greedy way, but almost in like a raw, unfiltered comedy way, which everyone who's following this channel I know likes, because, you know, the jokes that we like, what we think is funny, I can already tell, you know, we have a similar sense of humor. People that subscribe to this channel that commentates on comedy, and people, the comedians that we all follow together. So yeah, very excited about the King and the Sting and the Wing. I think it's going to be a hit. Like I said, I'm probably going to start off doing the Patreon thing. I threw this up in my, I didn't throw up in my community section, but I threw up the picture of them into my, I threw up the picture of them into my community section, said, new pod alert, first thoughts on the King, the Sting, and the Wing. So let's just go through some of your comments, kind of get a heartbeat on what the fans are saying about this, and what you guys are expecting out of this new show. Will be a decent pod, just a shitty name. Don't just add Wing, fully rebrand, I'd say. I disagree with that. I think it was good to think of something that rhymes with King and Sting, although it's probably, ing is like the easiest thing in the English language to rhyme with. Maybe I'm giving them a little too much credit for thinking of Wing and then tying it back to Chris in like 2 very basic ways. But until I read this, like, I really liked the name Wing, but maybe I'm being too easy on him. I can't deal with Chris all the time. I'm already dealing with Brendan. This guy just comes on trying to change everything. Like, I like him as a guest, but not as part of the whole podcast. Maybe it's just me. He's just too much sometimes. Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of guests, and I don't know if Chris is like trying to change it. I mean, obviously they were friends before some of this stuff happened, and they're very committed to Chris if they're going to make a whole King, Sting, and Wing rebrand and on Patreon stuff. So they seem committed. I don't think he's being too pushy. Even when you watch the episodes, like, I think Chris is hilarious. He gets on that shtick of his, and then Theo will like mock him in the funniest ways, and Chris just does not know what to do about it, dude. And he's just sitting there, and he's like, dude, I hate that you can do me so well, and I can't do you. And like, watching Chris and Theo interact is just it's my favorite part. It's so funny, dude. Like, they are so funny. So I don't know. I think that they're all going to get along really well and that he's going to blend together. But I can see why you would say that if you were already a big King and Sting fan, why you might think, oh, this wing is trying to come in here. And I don't know. I think it's really funny. Looks like a group of lifeguards from Hot Topic. Does Hot Topic have like are people drowning in Hot Topics? Is that even possible? Like, why would... I'm going to lose my mind. I don't know how to get that to stay on. But to finish my joke, why would there be lifeguards at Hot Topic? There's no body of water there. There's no life. Hot Topic lifeguards don't exist. I'm going to fix the screen again. I think I'm going to keep that in. I mean, I can't wait until they take over and it just turns into insulting Brendan. There are a lot of comments like this. And just my background in comedy, besides like performing stand-up, is being a big fan of Theo and Chris specifically. And I've never really got too much into Brendan or even into the King and the Sting in general. Like I said, I binged kind of all these Chris episodes before making this video. And when I heard this announcement, because I'm a big fan of those two guys so much, but Brendan, I just never really got into. I watched some of his JRE episodes, so I don't know much about him. It seems like there's some sort of undeniable vein on the internet that is against him. I don't know why that is. So I'm just going to try not to get into that, but a lot of these comments seem very anti-Brendan. I don't know why that is. Someone should explain that to me. If you want to comment, some reasons why I'm getting this vibe, that would be helpful. Thank you. But no offense to Brendan. I don't know either three of these people. I'm just reading the comments. 2 legendary comedians and a bloated Italian drowning victim. So I'm starting off very strong on the, I'm assuming that's Brendan, but 46 other people I think that liked that assumed the same thing. Could be called the King, the Sting, and the Fling changing guests faster than Theo changed girlfriends. And that has been a thing. I know Stevie's been on there, Eric Griffin. A lot of people have been, they're flying through these guests and these co-hosts and stuff. But obviously this sounds like it's more official and more cemented because they're, made this big announcement. They made their NBA Big 3 announcement. And they're going on Patreon. So... definitely should. Will they still be playing musical chairs? That's something that Theo was talking about in all the episodes too. Like, I don't know where we should sit. I don't know where we should sit. And they were kind of goofing on him on that. These are really funny. There's 3, I think, episodes up right now of the King, the Sting, and the Wing without it being called that, of just these 3, Brendan, Theo, and Chris up right now. And there were some times I was watching in here alone laughing out loud. Like, this is a good top tier comedy podcast right now. And I'm just assuming that Patreon is going to take that to the next level. But we'll see. And I'll let you know. Obviously not going to show stuff from the Patreon, but I'll let you know what I think about it because I'm going to, like I said, sign up for that. And I recommend that you do too. The King and the Wing would have been a million times better. Like I said, there's a lot of comments like this, but I'm not going to lie that there are comments defending him in my community section. So go check that out. Joke WRLD community section. We post polls and cool pictures and just stuff related to comedy every day that you guys can comment on and throw in your 2 cents because obviously it's fun to throw in your 2 cents. That's what I'm doing right now. Theo and 2 civilian guests. Nice. Theo's coattails are carrying some weight. Damn, Theo carrying both these dudes now. Pay for his chiropractor. A lot of just Theo comments, so there's a mix of everything. And just how the internet is, there tends to be more negative stuff in comments than, positive stuff. Like this post got 150 likes and there were 100 comments. It seems like half these comments are just people looking to vent some things, but people are excited about this. People are very excited about this in the comments too. Gold, so excited. Chris D'Elia provides a bump. This guy said, why does Theo keep these bozos relevant? We only want to watch him. Then this guy says Theo sucks lately. So that's what I mean about the internet. One guy can love you and one guy can hate you. So I guess this really is not indicative of anything. same people just keep making the same different podcasts with different names. It's really oversaturated at this point. That's true. But what are you going to do? More power to them. I mean, that's what we wanted, to take the power away from these corporations like Comedy Central and put them into the comedians' hands to do whatever they want. So can't really complain about them doing whatever they want. You know, I'm excited about this. I think this is great. I think there should be more collabs. It'd be cool to get like an LA and New York comic like crossover collab. Well, and that just made me think of the traveling thing, and like there's already a joke on King and the Sting that Theo is not showing up, or like he's, you know, because he's Nashville to LA, yada yada yada, like all that stuff, and there's already like, is Theo even going to show up? Like even in their outro thing where he's run out of gas, like 4 times a month is a lot. So I hope that they're not just filming all 4 episodes in a 2-week span, because that seems like a money grab, you know. But I don't know how he's going to travel that much, or if he's going to miss episodes, because then if you're paying for that and Theo's missing episodes and a lot of people just want to see more Theo, that's going to be a whole thing. So I'm curious to see how they maneuver that. Because you know how like when Two Bears, One Cave, when Tom moved to Austin, and then there was a time where Bert was coming in, and it seemed like they were just jamming in episodes, like it was so business-like, and it wasn't like two guys, two best friends hanging out. So I hope it still feels like three really funny friends hanging out for the King, the Sting, and the Wing, and not just like, let's film 4 episodes as fast as we can, get paid, and get back to Nashville. Most people hating on the Sting thought he was funny until they see a comment that said otherwise, and I think that's a big part of the internet is, you know, you make your own opinion in your head, then you might see other comments and get nervous. Oh, no one agrees with that? Okay, now I'm going to start just taking on the popular stance. So yeah, like I said, I don't know why people seem to be against Brendan. It seems like people thought he was funny until they read other comments saying that he's not, and then they just want to get in on the popular opinion. I don't know. That's a good point. Chris saving the pod. All 3 are hilarious. Love it. Like there's very positive comments too. Not paying for shit when there's more free content on a million channels. I'll use this time while the patrons make them $3K a piece and find some new comedians on the horizon. Everyone acts like their content should be locked behind a closed door. Blah, blah, blah. 99% of us found them for free. This makes so much sense. But like I was saying, I think the Patreon might just be to let it fly a little bit more and not have to worry about the annoying, you know, little trolls on Twitter. So yeah, shorter video today. Just wanted to come on and, you know, touch base about this new news in the comedy world. King, Sting, and Wing, 3 very major comedians teaming up for another joint podcast, which has gone so well in the past. 2 Bears, One Cage. 2 Bears, One Cage. That would be a good wrestling match, or a good promotion for them. 2 Bears, One Cage. And then it's either 2 Bears, One Cage or Tom and Bert wrestling. 2 Bears, One Cave went really well. Bad Friends is like so funny. Like those are 2 of the funniest things out there. So I mean, Tuesdays with Stories, another, you know, combo. There's so many combos, and now we get our first threesome, our first Menage a Trois podcast. There's probably other ones, but I just said the first one, so don't correct me on that. And very excited. I'm gonna be listening, gonna be tuning in. I'm gonna let you guys know how it is. I recommend doing it yourself too. Go check out their other episodes, you know, announcing this on their Instagrams and stuff. And speaking of Instagram, please go follow Joke WRLD on Instagram. We're featuring a new stand-up comedian every day, a new smaller guy who we're trying to put spotlight on, give him a chance. And then we're also featuring, you know, other content like on our YouTube channel there. So if you're watching this video right now, I guarantee that you would like our Instagram. I just guarantee it. And there's, you know, 50,000 more of you here than there. And if we could get you over there, it would give these people that we're spotlighting a real audience and a real like chance to be recognized by people. It'd be awesome. It would be something positive for the comedy world. And it would give people a chance, a platform that we control. You know, me and you, people like us who have the same sense of humor get to control it. It's not going to get, you know, filtered and censored and it's everything that we just said that the Patreon could potentially be for the King and the Sting. That's Joke WRLD's Instagram right now. And if we could get you guys all over there, it would just make it so much better. It'd mean the world to those comedians and, you know, to me too. So get over there, and the best part is we're giving everyone a free Joke WRLD sticker that follows and DMs us. Just DM us your address. It's real, for free, no strings attached. You will get some of these in the mail. We're reposting everyone who sends them where they posted them at, so we'll even feature you on our page if you're not a comedian. Just get these stickers, post them somewhere, and you're up there guaranteed. So thanks for watching. Come back next time and go check out the King, the Sting, and the Wing.
Joey Diaz called me this morning. What's good? You know? And you guys look up to him, I know. And so he called me this morning. He's like, what's good, cocksucker? You know?
So yeah, you talk to a lot of like comedians off the podcast.
He calls like once a week.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he's just like that. And he's always got, you know, for him, everything is three things. It's destination, a sandwich, and something to read every time he tells you information. He's like, dude, here's what you do. You're in Buffalo, you go 2 blocks down there, you're going to smell a guy, right? Don't look at him, all right? To the left, you're going to see a sandwich shop. Looks like it's out of business. You fucking go in there, right? You order a Reuben, ask for 4 extra inches of meat, crack open a copy of Catcher in the Rye, and you're fucking tremendous, son. Every time, no matter where you are. He's like, oh, you're in Tampa. Go until you can't fucking see anything, right? Turn around 3 times. There's going to be a lady there with a fucking, a couple of loose veal, you know? You grab one of those bitches, man. You know, you open a copy of Time magazine from 1979. Nobody can fuck with you.